From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Get up! 180! Check 53. Here we are.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery, and he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Let's go.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch the screen. Work.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'll take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky underneath to the tight end Burton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end Burton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they go with a tight end carry, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity, and we finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's checking now.
They start the drive with Ware. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On first down, they run again with Ware. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
18 Gators.
To throw is Moore. To throw on 2nd down. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
58 to Mike. Pilot, 64, win.
Now Moore to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Running on first down with Ware. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bears.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
On the double.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Moore, he's got it to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Moore now, complete, the tight end Kelsey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4.
Check 24, check 24.
To Ware on the draw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It's caught. It's Miller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, whoa!
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Go, go!
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
80 weapons.
Off the bootleg. Moore. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Moore. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running in.
Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Go! 180! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! All day, dog. Ran, go!
On first down, Trubisky. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Montgomery. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Go! 180!
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Go!
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Pick it up! 180! And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Pick the edge. Go.
Recon, 132 fighter. Big grip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. They find some open field here. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Moore. Robinson's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the toss, here's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch safety three. Watch safety three.
More now. Throwing on fourth down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down and, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Trubisky now, just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. First down, a run with Cohen. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Trubisky going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The man from nearby Georgia Tech, Harrison Butker, gets us started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready, go ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick me up. Here we go. 21. Stay at home. Stay at home. Mike 50.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Let's ready. Mike 25.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53. And I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Face.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Ready?
Moore throwing on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Topper! Get out!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Kendall Fuller. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie!
To throw again, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mike, 53.
Hey, Mike.
Mike. Hey, pick your...
3rd and long, it's Ryan. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, zoom.
Mike, 53.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Chiefs 9, Falcons 0.
Hey, Blue 80.
Check. Watch 54. No chance.
Face.
Comes to me, it's me.
Check.
Mike 5-4.
On first down, Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check. Fresno.
On first down, Ware. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Moore, operating from the gun. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Moore. Goes to Ware on the screen. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. To throw is Moore. Looking to throw on second down. Caught here by Bell. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. More now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Check Mike 54. Hey, South. Got to do better.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
First down, it's Ware. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Moore to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 45 to Mike.
Operating from the gun. Moore. And it's complete to Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
You draw quarters. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Moore. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Moore now to throw again. That's complete to Robinson.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Moore going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 3. He finds Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Where? He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Ready, break. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Here's Moore off the play fake. He is going to find Hill here. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Moore. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
36.
To throw is Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
61, matchbox white.
Now more. Throwing on 4th down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Moore now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Break. Pilot, 64, weak.
Back to throw. Moore. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they run with Ware. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And Butker able to put this one through. And that's going to get this to a 14-0 lead now. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
59, ready, 25. Check.
At the 46-yard line.
Tighten up.
Gun.
Freeman again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, 59, ready? Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, orbit. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up second down.
Check 53. Go. Go. Tom. Mike, 53. Hey, Delta. 3, Mike. Watch the pass.
Throwing again. Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
54, South. 53 to Mike. 53. Check. Ready to go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And shoot off.
Moore now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37. And he's taking it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th.
17,
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Williams. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. 50, 60 out long. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Jackson on first down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Justin Houston able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Check nine, check nine.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Ingram. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
50.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 22,
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, but it'll be 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Not today, not today.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Roberts has it. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders put
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Hoyer. And Pascal's got it. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Ready? 10-2.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. On first down, it's Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Hoyer. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Hoyer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Hoyer and the offense staying out there. They'll go on 4th down.
61, matchbox, light.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Hoyer. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Owasor showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return. But no matter, they've got the football back.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. From the 44, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now. It's Ingram. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go, D. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Ingram again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. try and throw for it with Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They still can't get it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hoyer, a good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Back to throw here. That's into the hands of Pascal. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick on Wasor.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. Now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it, the defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Roberts got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Hoyer now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Hoyer. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
It's caught by Funchess. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
I'm here all day.
Hey, no, look at that. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Hoyer. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brandon Carr, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's out.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And I think the ball's out. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but it'll be second and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Jackson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check, check. Block 54. Block 54.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trubisky will throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lock in. 55. Check, 55. Mike. What we got? Hey, echo.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the gun, rush. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
He's coming. We got double up. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
On 4th down, rush. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Cooper was the target there. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
I don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, 18. Hey, Haywood. It's a party now.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
That's the end of the first quarter. With no score.
Trubisky to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Rush. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rush. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The 1st down carry by Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
He's checking.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. To throw is Rush. Caught by Cobb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rush. He finds his target. It's Schultz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Off play action. Rush. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Forbath will put this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check back. Watch the safety creep. 22 jet bomber.
Here's Rush to throw. Deflect. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
On the set.
Check three, check three, check
Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rush. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play here for the Cowboys. 45 yards. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. From the 29, Rush, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. He's got his target, it's Cow. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rush. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And this is caught by Wilton, the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. On 4th down, Rush. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on first down. Rush. That's complete to Cobb. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go one more. He's crashing. He's checking crack. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Lock in, lock in.
54.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
General West. Check, check.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
6-6, pull
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Here's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Trubisky to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
There you go. Go ahead,
Check 55 for Mike. He can't hang.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
one thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Cross.
To throw is Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Go. H2H.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
60 yards. Check.
And the Cowboys first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now rush, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there.
This is Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
90, Wolf. You jet bombers.
On third down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real... It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Double dog. That's the way. Check nickel. Let's screen.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. On 2nd down, it's Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier. Jerome Baker in
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
And a short kick, taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. They'll run here with Ballage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 26 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe-bashed.
I don't know about
Toe-bashed
that. Super tough.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Balaj. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it with Balaj. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj. 37 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Snead. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
To throw is Jackson, and this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Buying time. And a big loss here as he's